Hi, it is Saturday the 18th of December. I found out approximately 3 hours ago that I'm going to Kuwait. It's happening, you guys. It's happening. Everything was up in the air because I'm not sure what I said to you in my last vlog, but my sister-in-law has been wanting to go to Kuwait. It's been a very important, emotional acceptance for her when she realized that she couldn't go because nobody could go with her. My brother-in-law's like just got a new job managing Cup here in town. That's where we went to, I think, in my last vlog. And my sister-in-law doesn't like to travel alone, so she was kind of stuck, and her mum is in India. She can't go to Kuwait, and Kuwait. No time for that right now, Amena. So mum can't go, and their dad passed away in the past year as well, which has been like massively tragic for them, as it has been for other people as well throughout this whole crazy pandemic. May Allah grant him Jannah, I mean. During a totally random conversation, she was like, well, you know, why don't you come? It's a 5-day trip. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I mean, whatever it takes to support her, right? Like, my sisters-in-law are like my actual sisters. I love them to bits. And so we're going there. Now, what happened is that PCR test aside, which we did yesterday, we had to apply for the Kuwait visa, which was closed for ages. I got my visa like overnight, so it was pretty quick. Online process. My brother-in-law is very efficient, made a WhatsApp group, sent through the link to go apply. So I did. Oh my God, look at my eye, it's gone red. I'm so sleepy. I went to bed at 2 AM last night. So anyway, he made that group and we were all applying, and then partway through her applying for her visa, what happens? She realizes her passport has expired. So in the space of what, a week, her passport has been sent off. We've been chasing it, trying to get a compassionate, expedited passport claim, and she got it back. She got it back. God bless the lady, this lovely, I mean, aren't Scottish people just the best? They are the friendliest, nicest human beings ever, and somehow their accent makes it into your head. Like, do you start thinking Scottish accented thoughts when you talk to Scottish people for a long time? I had a friend at uni who was Scottish, and her accent totally infiltrated my brain. Anywho, God bless her and everybody that was involved. They managed to do it. She got her passport, and then she applied for the visa, and then randomly just yesterday I had a ton of errands to do. I needed to go to Foss Park here in Leicester. I needed to go to town. I just had loads of errands. So I said to my sister-in-law, why don't you just come? We'll go into Boots. I think I'm going to take this palette with me. It served me quite well in Turkey. Hi Annie, did you call me?
Yeah, you messaged me, right?
Yes. Do you have a Dika?
Let me have a look.
Which I can't seem to find. You know which one I mean?
Yeah, you sent me a picture of it.
Yeah, Hushu said that I had one. Now, she knows my jewellery better than I do. She was like, I had one, Hushu, because she wants to borrow it for the wedding. And I can't find it. And sometimes I just give my stuff out and I don't remember who I've given it to. I'm wondering if I gave it to you. She's convinced. She said I had a matching one. Any pinky ones? Can you just...
I also have your black earrings. I can bring them back to you.
No, I'm not wearing any black. I mean... Take your time with that.
I'm going to take I'm going to take these to Riyadh.
Yeah, take them then. Take them with you. Can you do me a favour and send me a... no, just WhatsApp Hushu a picture of your pink Dika and ask her if that's what she wants.
I'll bring it anyway. What was I saying? Can you keep that beige bag out? So
yes, I will. You can take it.
I can take it?
Yep.
And also, what are your plans then? What are you doing? Are you filming?
I need to film a video. I need to film the second... Remember I was supposed to film 2 videos yesterday? I was gone. Can you hear me? I was gone by the time I got home, so I didn't get to do the second one. So I need to film that second one before we go.
No, so when will you actually be free?
4 o'clock we're leaving. What was I saying? Yeah. So we had basically yesterday to go and do any last minute things. It was still up in the air. It's Saturday, right? And the first wedding event, the Mendi, starts on Sunday. Sunday? Surely not. Yes, it does. It starts tomorrow. But the wedding itself is on, like the actual day where they say their vows, the nikah ceremony, which is like the Islamic ceremony. And then that's on Wednesday. and then the actual big wedding, which we call the walima. Like some people do it vice versa, the first one big, the second one smaller, some do both big, whatever. On this occasion, they're going to do the second one bigger. That's going to be on the Thursday. And so like if it wasn't sorted by, I was thinking Monday, then I was like, yeah, we can't go. Like, there's no point to going for literally 3 days. I mean, we are going for 5 days. It's not a massive difference, but it is a difference. It is a difference because there's occasions to be attended and there is a brother that needs to be supported, okay? Anywho dolls, so yeah, we were kind of like on the off chance, by chance, I had these errands to do yesterday, and I decided to put off my filming because I've got 2 videos to film and it needed to be done pretty much ASAP. Like I've had the notes, it's like 4 pages of notes. It's a lot of stuff to remember. It's not a direct script that I'm following, but obviously once a brand gets in touch with you to create content, they want a specific message being conveyed. And so it's a lot to remember. I don't know how I did it. I smashed it out of the park, I have to say. Big pat on my own back for that one. Yesterday, I somehow managed to do it. So there was one IGTV, which was a longer video, and then there is another shorter reel video that I need to do, which I was going to do yesterday, but I was just gone after running errands. My sister-in-law came with me. Oh yeah, I was telling you, Boots have online, they have 2 PCR tests for like £117, which is better than paying £100 a pop, right, to do a quick one, or like a 24-hour one. I'm not going to the cheap places again. We learned what happened. We've learned our lesson, haven't we? We have. And so I went into Boots at Foss Park to ask them whether they had that. They did have the take-home tests, that's what they have in store, but they don't have the 2 for 117 offer there in store. So either way, it wouldn't have worked out. Plus the ones that you take home, there's going to be at least a turnaround time of around 3 days. Like by the time you send it off, they receive it, even if they turn it around in around 24 hours, like there's that leeway needed. So it takes around 3 days, so it would have been too long anyway. And so we thought, forget that. Went to town, went to Regenerative in High Cross. Best place in my opinion. Very reliable. Like not just for me, but Amena's been there as well, and she was raving about the place and saying they were really good. And my brother and sister-in-law went there. Yes, it's £100 a test, so you can get them technically cheaper elsewhere, but are they really cheaper? Is it really worth the stress? I don't think so. So we went there and we were like, okay, let's just do it and just keep it on standby, because at the end of the day, lastminute.com, flights might become super expensive outside of our budget, and they're already getting dear. They already have got dear because of, God, I've got dry lips, because of it being Christmas holidays. And so we were like, still not sure yet. I mean, from 24 to 36 hours, that's their timeline given for the results for this PCR test in particular in Regenerative. Plus there were loads of people there yesterday, so I'm guessing everyone now, because of Christmas coming up, is either well, yeah, these would have been international travel people, and so it was packed yesterday. It was so full at the PCR clinic that I was like, okay, you know what, expect delays. I don't think we're gonna get our test on time. And then 8 a.m. this one, I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night after filming, and then partly editing the video to get that sent off for first draft approval for Monday. Considering it's the weekend, I thought if I do leave, then at least that's sitting there in their inbox ready for Monday. I went to bed at 2 a.m. by chance at around 8 o'clock. I don't know, my eyes just popped open and something told me to just check my phone. My sister-in-law had texted and she said the PCR test has come back. What about you? I checked, kind of scrolled down, half asleep, and found a text saying that my PCR test has come back and it's negative. And so I texted back, I was like, oh my goodness, mine is negative too, get ready, we're going. And so her husband sent through like some ticket options. So one was for a flight at 5. We would have had to have left around 10, 11 o'clock, right? Leaving enough time for definite traffic on the motorway and to get to the airport in time to check in. And so we would have had like 2 hours, and I've got this other video to film, and I was like, should I just quickly, there was a little voice in my head, my little overworking, overachieving voice was like, go on, just jump out of bed, quickly, go do what you need to do, you know, get the video done, you can do it. And then another part of me was like, I am exhausted. I went to bed, my little maternal voice came in, it was like, darling, you went to bed at 2 a.m. right? That compassionate voice came in Like, just choose the later flight. It was slightly more expensive, but it's worth it. Like, you need that rest. You need to get this video done, and you absolutely need a little bit more sleep. I mean, you guys can see my eyes start to go like proper full-on bloodshot. My mum's ringing, hang on. If I don't get enough sleep. But so I told them that, you know, we'll take the 10 o'clock. That doesn't leave a lot of time, but it is what it is. Still doesn't leave enough night time. Flight 10 o'clock gear. 10 p.m. gear. Yeah, but there's going to be loads of traffic. क्योंकि कल भी हमने जब PCR test करने गए थे, there was such a long queue there. So I'm guessing everybody's traveling right now.
Okay.
तो समझिए अभी Hashu just came. My outfits just came. Amazing, Mom, subhanallah. They were meant to post it to me, so I wasn't sure if I'd get it in time, and I was like, whatever, we might not even be going. Amazingly, one of their clients was coming from London to Leicester last night. Bless them, they bought it. They bought the outfits. So, and I was so exhausted, I didn't even try it on last night. Abi, we just took it out the car. And one of them is still too big. So I FaceTimed the tailor. I begged him to please make it a little bit smaller. And Hushu's going in that area, so they've taken it, they've dropped it off to him. And he's hopefully going to tailor it.
Oh, okay.
The main wedding outfit for me. Labud, can you help me with my camera setup? My knee. Let me show you why I have been kneeling. I actually don't know why. My sister-in-law just left, so I moved the chair out of the way just because we were laying stuff out. Jewelry. Like, I'm starting to do my makeup, bangles. I chose her bangles. Cheesecloth, because Amena might come, possibly, and she needed cheesecloth. So I bought some for her and kept it ready here. But yeah, my sister-in-law was getting... Now, I need to actually choose which bangles I'm going to take. So these are my outfits. They've come from BB London. They arrived in this, which I'm going to put them back in. And we've got this. I know it looks humongous. I need to wear it with a belt. I need to figure the belt situation out. Not that. That's just a rando dress I'm taking. Not rando, lovely dress, but you know, not a wedding dress. And this will be for another occasion. Now this has a very heavily embroidered, well, not too heavily, but like a nicely embroidered scarf to wear and a belt. So you kind of drape the scarf over with the belt. So there's that one. And then there's a white one, which I have sent, you guys, to the tailors so last minute. I tried it on just now, and it was, even though I'd sent them my measurements, it was still like 1.5 inches too big here and along here. So I'm hoping he can get that fixed. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll just wear one of these. I haven't even started packing, so let's open this up. And then I've got a carry-on now. I am allowed to take 2 23-kilo bags there and bring back 1 23-kilo bag. So my aim is to basically just think that I've got one bag, because I've given my allowance to my sister-in-law for my other bag on the way there, because she's obviously gonna have more stuff to take, presents and whatnot for her family. But I'm gonna add, Hubsy has gone to take Alina to a birthday party, and on the way there they're going to a toy shop to get a present for the birthday girl. So I've asked him to pick up some extra presents for some of the kids there in Kuwait. So those presents are mine that I'm sending there. Obviously I'm not going to bring them back, and so I've just asked him to drop them off at my sister-in-law's house, and they're going to go in that extra allowance that was mine that she now has. So she's now going to pack in a box. Does that make sense? Like, I've given her my box, but she's also going to add just a few bits and bobs that I've got extra, which are presents to give there. My main allowance is going to be, that is going to be my main allowance, plus my rucksack. My rucksack that I fill to the brim, and I put my handbag in there as well, because I want to take as much as I can, always. And I will not be forgetting you. You, my friend. You. I love you. Okay, it is 12:36 and I have managed to do most of the packing. I actually need to call my sister-in-law. Her name is Hashmat, by the way, but her nickname is Hashu. Feeling a lot more calm now, actually. Time has somehow managed to move along at a steady, reasonable pace. It's 12:36. I still have like 3.5 hours, so we're fine. I need to film my video. I'm waiting for Hubsy to get home because I want him to like help me mic up, and I don't want yesterday's disaster to happen. I filmed the entire, thank God, it was just like the last bit of the video for some reason. No, I do know what the reason is. So there's 2 mic packs, one on me like I've got, or one in front of me with its own battery, and then one on the camera. The one that was in front of me, the battery died and I didn't pick up on it, and Hubsy didn't pick up on it. So the last part of the video didn't film, but it had kind of segments throughout the video where it was a reasonable place to finish it, and it was quite long as well, the video itself, so there was kind of leeway to edit quite a bit out. But I don't want that disaster to happen again. I have managed to, Love will help me to put the outfits in there, 2 of them anyway, and everything else is kind of just sprawled for now because I need to wait for that outfit to go in there first, and then I can pack. Ignore the bangles. I've put some, hopefully, do you think the bangles will be okay in there? If I pad it up, I'm hoping it'll be okay. I've got my contour palette in there, hopefully decently padded with the, I always take loads of these towels to clean my brushes anyway, and then what I did was I put my jewellery in this box, I padded it with some more towels, and then I put it in here, so that should be okay. And then I'm taking, this time I'm taking extra makeup. I normally only take 1 bag. This time I'm taking 2. I've taken loads of my brushes, loads of my lipsticks, because I'm going to help my sister-in-law get married. She's already married. I'm going to help my sister-in-law get ready as well. And so I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do her makeup. So I've just taken like loads of extra bits, and then that's my pile of, I don't know, other outfits to wear. I need to pack this baby up. Spare bag, put this away. And then I've got my hair, like toiletries, skincare and stuff in there. My hair tools are in there. I've taken, let me show you what I've taken. I never travel with my most expensive equipment because I anticipate it getting lost or stolen. But this, okay, albeit not expensive, but excellent. Truly, truly excellent. Got this off Amazon. That hair curler. I've got my mermaid hairbrush, which you saw me take before, that one. And then I've got my, okay, this is quite dear, but it's the only straightener I have really at the moment that works. So that's my T3 hair straightener. So this should be okay, I hope. I mean, look, most of the allowance, luggage allowance, is actually going to be taken up by, you know, the pink dress that was hanging back there. The pink dress has taken up most of the luggage allowance, I think, in terms of weight. It's quite heavy, the skirt is. Okay, so this is my setup from last night. We didn't pick up because we had today's video to film, and also we were just too exhausted. Oh my God, I need to drop off these Christmas presents as well before I go. Ah! I might ask Hubsy to do it whilst I'm there. Okay, let's pull up my notes on here. Okay, Zaruni is home. We're gonna try and smash out this video, aren't we, babe?
Yes.
We're gonna try and smash it out. Anything in my teeth? There's always something in my teeth.
Just before you catch your flight, innit?
Teeth check, I know. Teeth check, snot check, everything check. Hubsy check. Look. Hi. Hey guys, last month it was the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, a subject that I personally feel very strongly about, and that I think, no, not I think deserves attention, it does deserve attention. See, that's apparently one thing women do. We say, I think,
yeah,
and we apologise too much. I need to snap out of it. Okay. Shall I wave or no?
No.
It's an instinct, I just go, hey.
Okay, that's you then. Just do whatever's you, innit? Hey guys.
Okay. Hey guys. No, but it's like, okay. Hey guys, last month it was the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, a subject that I feel strongly about and that deserves a lot more attention throughout the year. This year, for Islamophobia Awareness Month, I've partnered up with the Muslim World League's Reject Hate campaign to tackle the issue of violence and hate speech done against Muslim women. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Am I too serious?
No,
Serious,
that's good.
it's a serious thing. Once the dress is in. Whoa. And they're off.
Oh,
Babe, you call me a race car driver.
Yeah, you bring this food in your mum's house, not food, just presents.
Which presents? Yes.
Hello,
I didn't call you a race car driver.
You said I'd drive.
You a race car.
How are you? Oh, hello.
Hi, darling.
Say, how tall are you?
Who?
How tall?
Yeah.
I would say I am 5'9".
5'9". So technically you're 6 foot then.
No.
Why? How is it 6 foot? You know, men always exaggerate their height. It's a known thing.
So
So 5'9" is close to 5'10", but at the same time 5'10" is like literally 6 foot.
Is that a meme?
It's a meme.
Lovebug is like the king of memes, do you know? I just remembered an incident where there was a guy, there's a Rishta that was coming to the house, I think for one of my sisters, and the guy had said he was 5'9" or 5'10", and May is like 5'6", right?
No, she's 5'8".
Okay, May's 5'8", so the guy came up an inch shorter than her, like he walked past her, and we were like, I think someone's been exaggerating their height a teeny tiny bit. It's a known thing. It's like what they say in Bollywood, the actress's age is not right as well. They give like the wrong, it's known, it's like an Indian thing. I don't know if it's like an Indian men thing, an Indian Rishta thing, or just a man thing in general.
Wait, hold on, did they say he was
You
5'6"?
never lied about your height though.
Did they say, I don't need to lie. Well, did they say he was 5'6"?
Who?
That guy.
No, he was meant to be, they said like 5'9", 5'10", like he was meant to be tall kind of thing. Anyway.
Maybe he meant centimeters, isn't it? Yeah.
Alright guys, so we've taken off. Alina's at her birthday party. Lovebug's in the back. We're going to drop him off at... Where are we dropping him off? Do we have a minute to stop by my mum so I can meet her, please?
I need to get some food first.
Okay, get some foodie moodies. Stop at my mum's and then we're going to go to the tailor's. He texted me and he said the dress is ready. Do I have time to try it on? The answer is no. This is the main wedding dress. It's a beautiful white outfit. I really hope that I'm able to wear it, because if it doesn't fit properly or for whatever reason it doesn't look right, because I did try it on roughly but it wasn't fitting properly, but if it doesn't work out whilst I'm there, then I'm going to have to just figure something else out. It is what it is, but I don't have time to try it on. It's 2:45 right now. By 4 o'clock we need to be like on the motorway, which means we have about 45 minutes to do all of these other errands and then just make our way towards the motorway in order to stand a chance and to not be stressed out. I need the time to relax. I need the time to have a coffee. I don't want to discuss with my sister-in-law what the plan is in detail, because I've been kind of very much stream of consciousness chatting into the camera here, but I'm not entirely sure about all the details of what's going to happen when we get there. Like, who's picking us up? Where are we going? Do I have to get a SIM card? I do. I'm going to have to get a SIM card. And, sorry baby?
You need to get Kuwaitian SIM card.
Kuwaitian SIM card, yeah. My Lovebug did the research, and how much did free charge to go roaming?
A megabyte for £6. Oh my god.
£6 per megabyte.
Taking me into it, please.
Yeah. Whereas in America, my minutes were included.
Yeah, because
only specifically America.
It's 60 or 70 countries that that 3 covers. I would actually, if I were you, I would go to Lebar. I would get a Lebara SIM.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but I'll keep an eye.
Lebara is a
hotspot is on, baby.
I was gonna say, let me check on Lebara.
Thank you.
Because Lebara, you can use it in different countries. It's international.
Oh, once I collect my dress, I'm gonna go to my sister-in-law's. We're gonna open up one of my suitcases, stuff the dress in there. Hopefully that should be okay. Plus, I've got other small bits and bobs, like some presents and stuff, to give there. So I'm gonna try and stick that into one of her extra boxes. Hopefully it'll all fit. I'm so excited for her. You do not understand how excited I am for her and for her family. I'm really excited. I'm not going to be able to show you guys the reaction because they're all like, a big chunk of Hubsy's family isn't really active on social media, or don't even like have accounts, and so like they don't, just to respect their privacy, I don't really film them, like my sisters-in-law being some of them. Like Naz is cool with it, Hubsy's sister, but my sister's-in-law not massively into this side of the world, and so you won't see very much of them, but you might hear her. I'm going to try and get her on a little bit, make her not so shy. You know what the funny thing is? My sister-in-law has a phobia of like being anywhere alone, right? And so the funny thing is that midway my giving her a pep talk, being like, come on, you birthed children, you are a lioness, look at what you can do, you're so strong. And like I was giving her this speech to encourage her to go traveling by herself. Somehow it ended with my being convinced to go with her. So what does that make me?
You're a therapist.
I'm not a therapist, darling.
Yes,
I'm not a therapist. No, I'm not a therapist. You're not the first person to say that to me. I don't have a desire to be a therapist. I need the therapy. I cannot be giving it. Anyway, what sim have you found?
Lebara, the rates are for London at 3p, mobile 5p and SMS 25p, but with 3.
Now I'm gonna go there and see whether they have sims with all-inclusive and stuff.
Yeah.
Might be.
Is there? Yes, I'll take that. My hands have gone so dry from the hand sanitizer. Right, I'm gonna edit my video that we just filmed earlier today, and then I'm gonna try and hotspot myself and send myself and send them the video. Let's do it. I have the dress, I said to him. Please tell me it's gonna fit. So then he measured me again. And he said, yeah, should do. Should do? Good enough. I don't have time. We have to go straight. It was too big for me. We have to go straight to my sister-in-law's now and pack this away.
Are you gonna wear this? BB London?
This is BB London.
Oh.
Yeah, so BB London already altered it, bless them. So what happened is, guys, this was all so last minute. I gave BB London a heads up. I love their outfits. I can't go wrong with their outfits. I gave them a heads up last week, but I was like, they were looking for a video that shows how to measure yourself, and I was trying to look for my old measurements. The night before yesterday, I had my sisters-in-law help me, and we took little video clips of me being measured and showing the sizing on my body so the tailor can see, because I don't know what the technical areas you're supposed to do, so we just did short clips on camera so the tailor could figure it out. And then they were going to send it yesterday, and it would have arrived, I thought it would arrive by today afternoon/evening, and I was like, do you know what, it'll be too late, I'll be gone by then, whatever, I'll have to figure something out. So my backup was just some random saris, either my own random saris that I've got, my sisters-in-laws have got saris, or my sister-in-law said that I could just borrow her sari, and I've got like other older suits and stuff as well, so that was all my backup. I wasn't too fussed because it's her day, you know, like it's her thing, it's her brother's wedding. And then amazingly, miraculously, I got a call from BB London yesterday saying they had some clients from Leicester who were visiting them, they're in Essex, and that they're happy to bring my outfits down with them last night. So the outfits came last night. 'Twas meant to be. The irony will be if this dress now does not fit me. Okay, we've stopped at my mum's house.
Put it underneath. Put it.
There you go. Babe, but this hanger, I don't want it to poke the dress. Do you know what I mean? Are you sure? Babe, the hanger's making me very nervous, that white hanger. This.
It comes with it.
Can you like stick it into the black bag or something?
Yeah, I'll do.
Because it's a very fragile dress. Bye! Why, I don't know why we're saying it to you guys. I just wanted to show my parents. Nobody, just the people of YouTube, Mum. Arrived at Heathrow Airport, and surprise, surprise, we're super early. What a nice change of pace. Oh God, what am I doing? 6:28. There you go. Plenty of time. The flight is at 10:30. Okay, we were midway checking in. Literally, our boarding pass, oh my God, it's starting to get wild now. It's the wild hour. We were midway checking in, and suddenly everybody got escorted to this side of the airport. And that side is completely empty, look. Like apparently there is a security issue. So he printed out our boarding pass, and then suddenly, within a matter of minutes, they were like, we need to escort everybody out of this side of the airport. Everyone needs to shift on this side. So now, look how big the queue is. There's crowding everywhere. There's people getting really angry. Personally, I don't mind. If there's a security issue, I'd rather be safe. So escort me out if you want. And the man was saying they're this close to closing the whole of Heathrow. So he's just gone to find out, because our boarding pass is printed, but our luggage wasn't loaded. Yeah? Okay, so here we go. Okay, so follow this man, I guess. You know, we were like 4 hours early, and I was like, oh, we're gonna be so early, we're gonna be able to relax so much. A couple of security shenanigans later, we're here. It's 9:36. The flight was at 10:20, so we actually didn't have that much spare time. And it's now been delayed to 10:50. However, I got to do some shopping. Not much, but when I get back, I'm getting back just in time for my dad's birthday. So Christmas Day, those of you know this, every year I say it, we have a big turkey dinner at my house. I usually host it. I think this year Hubsy's trying to decide whether because I come back on Christmas Eve. So he's trying to decide whether he wants to host it at ours and like collaborate with Mum to kind of get the turkey and sort that out, or if we're gonna have the dinner at Mum's house. Regardless, I wanted to make it back in time for Dad's birthday, and I got, see Dad, he's very much a fragrance kind of guy. And since I'm always harping on about how I want to go to Chanel, I decided to get him a small version because he is, I mean, oh, thank you. My own camera carrier. I decided to get him very first small because I don't know whether he's gonna like it. He is a little bit finicky with his fragrances, but a tiny little Chanel Bleu de Chanel perfume. And the man was so sweet because it said on the counter that they were personalizing it. And I was like, oh, I thought you were gonna personalize it. He was like, oh no, that's just for Chanel number 5. I said, oh, I'm just getting this for my dad, and he wouldn't know the difference. So he was like, oh, take this bag then. So I'm gonna give it to him in this bag. How exciting. Trip is worthwhile just for that. Okay, so we're just gonna wait now for literally just to catch the flight. All the cafes up in this section are closed. We're in section C. We're to catch a train or shuttle thing. What? No more bad news. I know. And I'm not going all the way back there. We're to catch like a shuttle type thing, and then like we're pretty far from any cafe that's open. There's a Starbucks right there, but they're teasing us. It's closed. I am in desperate need of caffeine. You don't understand. You know what? Hubsy offered to take me to the service station on the way here as well, and I was like, oh no. What did I say to you? I said no. We'll have it here. We're gonna have 4 hours. Did we have 4 hours though? We've made it. We're running very late. The flight was supposed to take off at 10:20. It's 11 PM right now. Currently sending plane selfies to the family group. And the plane is completely full, so there will be no sleeping, but God knows I'll try. This is premium economy seats. I might see back there the economy section and like downgrade myself if there's free seats. You'll have to do without me. Listen, me on plane, it's a dog-eat-dog world. I find my seat, I curl up, and I sleep. I take the drugs and I'm gone. Hello, Kuwait. We've landed about 2 hours late. I'm just so not impressed with British Airways these days. Actually, it's hit and miss. This flight was painful, didn't allow me to sleep, and the air host man was really rude. So like all in all, and we were delayed. And I think we left the UK an hour and a half late. We were supposed to leave 2.5 hours late. And we arrived here an hour and a half late. There aren't really very many signs to see what to do or where to go. And people have, well, we've kind of somehow made our way to the visa section, so we've just handed our passport stuff in, and I think they're going to stamp something, and now we're being called. It's quite empty, that's a good sign. Not very many queues, another good sign. Took an hour and a half to get out, but we're out. Say hello to, I was going to say hello to Kuwait, but you're just going to see a big wall. Let's try again. There we go.
Show those towers to them when it comes to us.
Show what?
Towers better.
Towers?
It's not.
Hey guys, so we have reached my sister-in-law's brother's house, so Hushu's older brother. They've got 2 kids, and his lovely wife has just made us like some food to eat. She's actually made more lunch, but I'm completely stuffed. On the way here, we had to stop and do a PCR test, so that result should come through any minute now. For those of you wanting to come here, in fact, now I'll explain to you the app situation and how to get into Kuwait and what to do at the airport and stuff, because it was quite confusing. Thankfully, we had some guidance along the way from other members of the family who'd been here, but it was still a little bit confusing. So I'll explain all that to you later. Just really quickly right now, I just wanted to update you on what's happening. We've stopped at Hashu's brother's house, and we've just like relaxed, had some tea, had something to eat, caught up with everyone. You guys, on the way here we surprised everyone. We surprised her 2 brothers. She's got only 2 brothers that are here, and then her other sisters and her mum and everyone, they're all stuck in India, and none of them can make it. My other sister-in-law, Mariam, I've got 3 sisters-in-law, and then Hubsi's, as in girls who've married into the family like me, and then obviously Hubsi's sister Naz, you guys know her. Of them, like one of my other sisters-in-law, she was like, Amena Bhabi, I'm hiring you, you're gonna be the person who's gonna capture every moment of what's going on. So I caught everyone's reactions, I caught her brother's reactions, her mum's reaction. We were on FaceTime, so like her brother was on the phone, and then he was like talking to his mum, and obviously I was recording her reaction, and then he kind of moved it back, and it's him and his sister in the frame. And it was just so beautiful, you guys. Such an emotional, it felt as though everyone was there with us. She surprised like her family who were not here over FaceTime, and then she surprised her 2 brothers here at work. Like her cousin's husband, bless him, he came to pick us up, and they were waiting at the airport for like a good 3 hours. They were waiting, Hashu, right? Yeah. What on earth were they doing to kill the time? Because our flight, he bought his wife. Yeah, he bought his wife, thank God, just so that at least they had each other. This isn't where we're staying, so we're just literally doing a stop over here, unpacking some of the presents and stuff, and then we're gonna go so we're waiting for the PCR result. Will be here like literally within a couple of hours. I'm gonna go upstairs. There's one of the family members, like they're at work all day, and otherwise like they've got kids who are like older kids, so they've said to us that we can kind of take our bags upstairs for now. I can have a shower, freshen up and stuff, because this is where the bride's things are being kept for the time being. So today is the bride's Mendi day, which means it's the first day where the groom side of the family are going to kind of meet the bride side of the family, and all the gifts are going to go there. Gift wrapping has been happening here, so in a couple of hours time, it's around 2 p.m. right now, and around 5 o'clock-ish, more girls will come here to help pack the rest of the stuff. Basically, this is going to be kind of like the hub, so rather than for us to go to where we're staying, which is another relative's house, they're out the country, so me and Hashu are going to stay there. It's an empty house. Rather than to go there, it's a little bit away, we're gonna just for now stay here, go upstairs, freshen up, change and stuff for today's event, and that way we can meet all the girls that come here a bit later. But this is, let me just very quickly show you like what's been wrapped up for the bride. That's our food, the important thing, food. That's the wedding outfit. In the other room they've got, so they'll have like stuff wrapped in a pretty way, like that. And they'll have basically like all the outfits that are being sent and stuff. There's like a pile of them, you know, bows and stuff. They go all out with the decorations and sending the gifts. All of that is kind of happening here, and is all gonna, like the groom's party is gonna kind of start from here and move to the Mendi celebration, which is going to be apparently quite big. Like I'm used to having the Mendi quite small, like in our family we have them smaller anyway. It's more like an intimate family home thing, but here it's going to be like one of the bigger events. And so girlfriend needs to go have a shower. I've said to the girls like I'm going to help them to get ready. I want to get myself ready early so that if anybody needs help with their makeup, or like Hashu's sister-in-law, so her brother's wife, I'm gonna help her to get ready. She doesn't like do much makeuping usually, so I've just said to her like, shall I do your makeup? And she's like really excited. All ready, showered, washed my hair and got ready in a fairly decent amount of time, might I add. I'm just struggling with my scarf. I'm gonna go and get my sister-in-law to help me out. She's downstairs, so I'm gonna help her to redo this bit, but essentially this is the look. I came up and they've really kindly let us use their room and like the shower and everything upstairs. That's just like how the family is over here. They kind of just all, it's like your house is my house. I laid out all my makeup. I'm gonna go and help the girls get ready as well now, This is my look. You guys, I forgot my handbag. Can you believe it? In the midst of the chaos, I forgot my handbag. So I am just going to be carrying around my black bag everywhere. Oh well. My hair station was here. It was so funny. My sister-in-law's there, I'm here. We're both like frantically doing our hair, frantically doing our makeup. You know what? I'm quite proud of the result. Yeah. Didn't get to fully straighten my hair as straight as I wanted to. A few kinks in there, but that's fine. That's fine. Lost an eyelash partway through. Lost, yep. Put one eyelash on. I was looking for the other one. I was like, where is it? Where is it? Looking everywhere, on the floor. I was like to my sister-in-law, just sweep it up. Is it under the towel? Couldn't find it. And then partway through straightening my hair, guess where I found the eyelash? Hidden amongst the strands was the eyelash. And I had almost, actually I had from the very corner of it, I'd actually like straightened it and melted it a little bit. So it wasn't very nice, but thank God I bought plenty of backups in the way of eyelashes. And we're gonna make it work. Right, I'm gonna go downstairs now.
Again, what?
Help out there. Catch the lift down. Try and save the dress. Okay, everyone's taking all the gifts to the bride's house now. So I can't show you the room, but I can describe it to you. Hustle, bustle, glitter, glamour. All the ladies who usually wear a headscarf, or a lot of them, aren't wearing it for this occasion because it's just for women. And me, with my unmatched bag, I have to keep this bag with me because it's got my passport and my visa paper, which apparently I cannot lose under any circumstances. It's all in here. I'm going to take it with me. Wait, let me show you what we're taking. There's the Mendi. Oh, sweet. क्या है इसमें? Oh, nuts. Sardines in a car on our way to the wedding hall, which is about 30 seconds down the road, but you know, who wants to walk in heels? Not me. It's a quiet car, but it's a build.
Yeah.
Nobody can see the shoes under here, but they're really nice shoes. Ashul, let's see your shoes. Here's a flash. See? Cinderella's already with our shoes. Waiting for the outfit to arrive. Someone's gone back to get it. I think it's like a two-man job to lift that and bring it here. And also, Mish's sister-in-law isn't here either. So the people whose house we were at earlier, the lady of the house isn't here yet. Oh, actually, I think that's family. Let me go and meet them. The outfit's here. Oh, the yellow land. Oh, these are all for the bride and groom.
No, bride and...
That's for the groom, right?
No. Bride's father.
Oh, right.
Groom's side won't come over, you know, like we are from groom's side.
Oh, right, I get you.
And her relatives.
Okay. So this is all from our side to the bride and her fam. Some kind of delicious coconut dessert thing. Here's dinner, rice with just the khorma part of the chicken khorma, salad, and this is laddu, I think. No, not laddu, gulab jamun, that's it. Is that? No, that's not. Is that a piece of salad? Just finished and came back to Hash's brother's house. Look who's greeting us. Hello. Hello. Are these cats vaxxed and stuff?
No.
Like ringwormed and stuff? They're jungly. Oh.
You feed them, huh? They're not jungly.
No, but
Like, can I catch ringworm off them?
They're not pets,
yeah, this
but
one.
they're
Oh.
not jungly.
But do they go to?
Sorry we called you jungly. Didn't mean to offend. We just finished up Did we bring the cake? One of our cakes accidentally got, here it is, we claimed it back, accidentally got sent to the bride's house. And my sister-in-law was like, no, you need to send it back. Let me take it back. Do you want to come see the pictures?
Yeah.
The groom hasn't seen the bride yet, and he's desperate, and I have all the goods on my phone. He's like, hasn't even seen one picture of her, and I'm like, oh, you're missing out, mate. We should have, oh no, they've gone. Oh yeah, wait for me. Too busy teasing the groom. These lifts are actually lethal. The door was closing on me. You know how like, at home, you're like, yeah, the lift's not gonna close on me. This one chopped me in half almost today. So be careful on the lifts, people. Hello. It is around midnight right now. And everyone's just left to go home. Quite a few of the ladies just kind of stuck around here. And we're just catching up, chatting about what things were like during lockdown and talking about what they've been up to since the last time I saw them. Some of them I remember seeing them when I came, when I'd gone to India about maybe 7, 8, 9, 10-ish years ago. Although I did go after that as well. Some of them I hadn't seen during that trip. I'd seen them before that, if that makes sense. So we were all kind of just catching up on how things have changed and how like the last time I saw them, you know, they were married and now they're married with 2 kids and just how quickly time flies. So it's been really, really lovely to learn about what everyone's been up to really, because the family is really, really tight knit and Hubsy speaks so fondly of them, and there's a lot of them who Hubsy talks about but I don't actually know who they are, whereas now I can kind of picture them, or I can kind of connect the dots and be like, oh okay, that person is married into that family and like this is how they're related and they're second cousins to so and so, and like I get so confused, but the family really is that vast. Like we're talking, when we got married, we were not used to seeing weddings of 500 people, and when they threw their side of the party, so when Hubsy had arranged for the walima to happen, because that was his do, we had like the nikah, which is the Islamic ceremony, and then he had, or where like you do the vows where you're like officially married, and then he threw the party, the after party kind of thing, which we had actually a week later, and that's like a celebration of the union kind of thing, and it's kind of a way to sort of bless the marriage by feeding people. Oh. attractive. So yeah, the family is that big, and I remember meeting them at that time, and that was just family in the UK, whereas now they've got, I didn't realise they had so much family in Kuwait. And so I was asking them like what they did during lockdown, how they coped not seeing each other. And the thing is, I think their lockdown was really successful because Kuwait basically has no COVID cases right now. Vaccination is compulsory pretty much, certainly if you're an expat, because they'll just revoke your right to stay here if you don't get vaccinated. So they were saying something like their vaccination rate was around 85% here, which is super high. And they've only had like a couple of cases in the last, I don't know how many months, and it hasn't been fatal in most of the cases. I think they had like 1 hospitalization in the past, I don't know how long. And so they've actually managed to tackle COVID head on, and they've come up on top. So everybody that I was meeting today, for example, at the Mehndi ceremony was vaccinated. They were fully vaccinated, double vaccinated. Some had already gone for their booster. It's kind of like in Saudi as well, how you're tracked and you can't enter malls and things if you haven't been vaccinated. So they have a similar scenario here. Their lockdown was a lot more strict as well in that, well, again, quite similar to Saudi in that, you know, they had, I think they had an army out on the streets, and then they couldn't leave at all, and they had sort of time slots within which they had to get their grocery shopping done. So it's just been really, really lovely, and a little bit surreal still, because I'm aware of the fact that I haven't really slept for a day, like haven't had a proper night's sleep. And so I think tonight I'm going to sleep like a baby. We're staying here just because it's so late, and I want to give my sister-in-law the chance to just catch up with her brothers. and they're just out there talking right now and catching up. I think it's just such a special bond that siblings have, and especially since, you know, they've all had this major loss during which they couldn't even be there for each other and physically support each other. So it's just lovely to see them all now together, and there's just such a special type of healing that can happen when you're around the right people who contribute to that energy of love and support and compassion. I wanted to tell you guys how the airport experience was. So this is what happened. We landed. We had been given some instructions from family members who'd been here before, and what they said was, when you land, go straight to gate 28. Now what they didn't say was there's going to be a long queue there. They're going to keep trying to get you to download this app called Schlonig. It kind of tracks you and tracks people who are vaccinated. I don't know, it does something. So we were stuck in a queue where they were forcing everybody to download this app, but it wouldn't let us sign in, and wouldn't let us get an ID or even just get through immigration. And so we actually, this is what you're supposed to do. There's a gate called gate 28. You go there, and basically you have to get your vaccine certificate and your PCR test that you've done prior to leaving UK or wherever you're coming from stamped by a doctor. So you go to gate 28, there's a little, you just ask somebody there, like, where's the doctor? And they point towards a little station, like a little table actually. And there, there's a man who takes your vaccine certificate, so it's worthwhile having it printed. I didn't actually have mine printed, so I had to go to another desk and airdrop it to someone there who then printed it out for me. So you get your paperwork stamped, then you take that stamped paperwork to immigration, where they then stamp your passport. And then after getting your paperwork stamped, from there you can either choose to get your PCR, the desk for having your PCR test done is right there as well, it's opposite the doctor's desk. So you can choose to, he said you can either do it there at the airport, for which they charge, I think they were charging around 14, what's the currency here? Whatever the currency is. Or you can choose to do it outside of the airport, where you do get it cheaper. And so me and my sister-in-law managed to get it for free because her other brother works at the hospital, and his mates there then did it for us. So we didn't do it at the airport. We didn't need to do it anyway. You don't need it to necessarily get through immigration, but you do need it in order to prove that, because they track you here, right? So you have to prove that you've had the PCR test done, that it's negative. Then we went to immigration with our stamped passport, and I was fully expecting for my luggage to be lost, which is what happened in Riyadh. Well, not lost, but held somewhere in a different compartment, because it was now an hour and a half after we'd landed. So I was like, there's no way it's on the carousel. Lo and behold, it's just a tiny little airport. There's like 4 carousels, I could be exaggerating, but there's like not very many carousels. And this lovely man, I said to him, look, we've just been through immigration, we're not sure where our carousel is. He goes, okay, just go and ask that man over there, and he'll take you to where you need to go. Before we even reached the other man, we noticed that our bags were sitting there just at the end of the carousel, just on the floor. Just all our bags were just there. We were like, yay, grab it, let's go. It was a relief to go. And we went to the supermarket. Guess what I needed from the supermarket immediately? Oat milk. Also stopped at Starbucks and got my flat white, because I was desperate for caffeine. All the shops were closed at Heathrow. And then when I landed here in Kuwait, we were like, oh, there's a Starbucks right there. Then I was like, wait, hang on, what if they force us to do a PCR test here, and you're not allowed to drink stuff right before? They're gonna make me throw my coffee away, my beloved golden coffee. So I didn't take it there either. So I don't know how many hours I survived, but I was like getting jittery by the end of however many hours it was. But I finally got it. I got my hit of caffeine by the end of it. Tomorrow's plan is for the girls' side to come here to the boys' side with their gifts. And then at night, I think the group's gonna get egg and flowered. I can't wait to join in. I shared on did I ever share on my Instagram stories? I don't think I did. The footage of the last egg and flowering we did, which was on my brother-in-law Jassim. Man alive, was that fun. Although by the end, I've got to be careful this time, because by the end of that egg and flowering, I found myself being dragged by one arm and one leg each, and being threatened. But I was like shouting, I was like, no, let me go. And they were gonna go like get their own back and flower me as well. I was like, no, let me go. Main do bachon ki maan hu. I'm a respectable mother, let me go. And in the end they did. Like after my pleading, it was so funny. Like they're ordering food from a restaurant, so cooking wise they're sorted, but there's always stuff to do, isn't there? And so that's our priority after a good night's sleep. I said to Hushu, I was like, I need to sleep tomorrow. We cannot wake up, we can't do another early morning. She said agreed to that. So we can take our time. So there's no pressure anyway, it's just, I would like to get involved. I love weddings. The whole vibe, love it. And I love meeting my husband's side of the family, like my in-laws, and just putting faces to names and stuff like that. I got to meet my mum's, so my mother-in-law's older brother who I've never met before. So he came here and I was like, oh, I'm coming in a few minutes, and then he actually came upstairs to see me. I think now I've met pretty much all her siblings. I might not have met one of her sisters actually. But yes, apparently loads of family are here. Anywho, I'm going to go to bed now. Maybe, might have a bit more tea and then go to bed. Actually, no, I need to go and grab my toothbrush. It's in my skincare bag. And finish off in here and then hit the sack. So I'll see you tomorrow.